Today is Wednesday, June 26th, and I'm just wondering, how many of you know about the greatness of Audible?
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Are all financial advisors fiduciaries? Fewer than you think. Not knowing could reduce your lifestyle. Hi, I'm Mitch Kramer, founder and CEO of Fluent Financial. A fiduciary is a regulatory term to reduce conflicts of interest in wealth management. A fiduciary always works in your best interest. A non-fiduciary advisor might put their compensation or company ahead of yours. At Fluent Financial, we are certified financial planners acting as fiduciary advisors. To learn more, go to fluentfinancial.com or Fluent Financial's YouTube channel.
There's been a significant development in your laundry room. Laundry detergent sheets, not dryer sheets, but the same concept. Paper thin, remarkably efficient. Just toss one into your load of clothes and voila! Sparkling clean and smelling great. And as a plus, they're hypoallergenic for those with sensitive skin. No more plastic jugs of detergent. Jugs that just wind up in trash heaps. It's easy to get your laundry detergent sheets. Just go to the link in today's podcast episode.
StarPower Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. StarPower has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. StarPower, where innovation meets home.
Before we begin, this is a bit of a nostalgic day for me. Tonight will be the NBA draft. And for the first time in decades and decades, I won't be announcing the NBA draft. For me, this is just a little bit sad. And no, tonight, I'm really going to miss being in the center of the action. But now, on to our topic for the day. Audible. Okay, in the NFL, audible means you change plays. The quarterback gets to the line of scrimmage and he audibles to a new play. But Audible is also the name of a recorded book service that has changed the way Mary and I devour books. And we do devour books. Now, Audible's a subscription service. There's a free side to it, but Audible's a subscription service. The rates are about $8 a month to $15 a month. And by the way, people going month to month, you can cancel at any time, at any time. Now, I don't want to sound like an ad here. I really don't want to sound like an ad. But I do want to tell you that this service has been a revelation for Mary and me. And if you don't know about it or are hesitant about it, it may be the same for you. Let's start with what you get. For $15 a month, you get a book every month. 12 books, 12 months, $180. That's $15 a book. That's well below the cost of buying hardcover books at a bookstore. And if you've looked at Amazon lately, that's less than buying softcover books from many authors. You get an unbelievable list of bestsellers, best-selling authors, a remarkable set of genres. There are hundreds of books, thousands of books to choose from. And you don't have those endless trips back and forth to the bookstore. For us, though, it has changed the way we consume books. we began as a couple listening to Audible. I believe it was 3 years ago on a trip to New Zealand. This was a driving trip, as, by the way, as so many of our trips are. Iceland, Scotland, you know, we love driving trips. And having Audible is like having a, a third person in the car if you choose to have that person. This trip to New Zealand, in 13 days in the South Island, consumed about 1,800 miles. That's a lot of driving. But as you just coast along the New Zealand highways, seeing that magnificent scenery, you're also listening to a book you choose. And let me point out, as you're driving along, you can stop at any time and say, wow, look at that. And then anytime, stop, pick it back up, boom, it's with you again. Mary and I, as best I can recall, started that journey with a book called Boomtown about Oklahoma City. It blended the history of Oklahoma City with the, I guess you'd say, fates of the Oklahoma City Thunder NBA basketball team. Now, when Mary, who'd already started this book, when she started to play it for me, I thought, nah. And then I listened. It was well written by a solid reporter working in Oklahoma City. And that started it. That enjoyment of traveling along listening to a book, that started us. We've now consumed, Mary checked this before we did this, we've now consumed 40 books in the last 3 years. And some of them have been made into big-time movies. A Man Called Ove, The Boys in the Boat, The Kite Runner, and coming out sometime later this year, The Wager, a book by David Grann. We'll circle back to him. We listened to The Last Apothecary, The White Darkness, also by David Grann, Into Thin Air, the story of that fateful journey to the top of Mount Everest, written by John Krakauer. Audible has introduced us to authors we didn't know that we've come to love. We've consumed 3 of David Grann's books, 5 of Alan Eskin's mysteries. Of course, way back, we listened to Michael Connelly, who is, in my opinion, the mystery writer of our time. He did all the Harry Bosch novels that made into a really successful series on Netflix. And to this point, Connelly's churned out like 35 or 40 books. I just don't know how you do that. Anyway, back to Audible. We were introduced to Frida McFadden, to Alan Eskins, as I said, to Kristen Hanna, who wrote a terrific book called The Nightingale about World War II. But it's the way you listen that makes this even more special. It's easy. Well, do I know how to do it? No. Mary plugs it in to the speaker in the car. And as you drive along, hey, it can be a half-hour journey, and you listen to a half an hour of the book. It can be a long journey, and it entertains you mile after mile. Or you can simply lie down and listen to a half an hour before you go to bed, or an hour. We believe it's really cost efficient. And that doesn't mean we stopped reading. Right now, I'm reading a book called The Last Escape by David Baldacci that Mary got for me. But in 3 years, Audible has significantly changed the way we get our entertainment.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, and by Star Power, Love Where You Live.
Just Wondering is a production of DSP Media for FanStream Sports. You can find Norm's show along with other great programming at fanstreamsports.com.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, hit follow. And every weekday, a fresh new episode of Just Wondering will be delivered right to you. And if you enjoy this podcast, please share it with a friend. Finally, should you have questions or comments, please share them with us by going to X and our address at Norm's Clubhouse. That's Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. And every day, I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitchkus, and I'm just wondering too.